So as we see over here, once we go into this project electricity forecasting, we can see the data sets over here and the sessions, the training and testing sessions. We can see the counterfactuals from the option counterfactual option over here, and we can generate counterfactual over any training session in this list. So let's say we go to this training session, workday train. Like we see over here, this is a counterfactual which I have generated with this training session, and once we click on this, we get to see the expression used for generating this counterfactual, the algorithm used, the output range which has been set. We can select the minimum and maximum value, output value, expected output value over here, and this is the results count, which if we change, we can change how many number of counterfactual suggestions we want to get. So currently it is 5 over here, and this is the instance which has been selected to generate counterfactual, which we have set, and here are the suggestions generated by the counterfactual generation. So this is the indoor temperature. This is the indoor temperature value. It was first 28.65 and has now changed to 25. This is the outdoor temperature over here, which has been changed to 19 and 25.5. And this is the active electricity 24 values, and these are the model's predictions. And once we select the show logs option over here, we can see the logs, and here we can see which features have been varied, to make these counterfactuals. So so we can also check those things here, and once we close this, we can also generate a new counterfactual by selecting the session in which we want to generate the counterfactual, and we select the instance over which we want to generate. We select the expression on which we want the counterfactual to be generated, and we just submit it, and we set the output range, which I am setting 0 to 15,000 over here. It can be on the other range also. Other range can also be set, but I have set 0 to 15,000 because the predictions are being generated in this range over here. So once we click evaluate, it will be generating the counterfactual suggestions, and we can see the logs over here. So this is generated. Similarly, we can also check the feature importance. So we go to the feature importance option, and we can select a particular training session, and we can see the feature importance plots over here. So once we go to the feature importance plots, we can see over here, this is a feature importance plot I have already generated. And like we see over here, these are the partial dependence plots for the features used in the model. This is the B-swarm plot. Over here, the vertical order of features depicts the importance of the features. This is in descending order. So active electricity 24 is the most important feature, then comes indoor temperature, and the red are the higher values and blue are the lower values. So this shows that as we increase active electricity 24, we get increase in model output, and as we decrease the active electricity 24, we see decrease in the model's output. And in indoor temperature it is vice versa. As we increase indoor temperature, we notice that the model's output decreases, and as we reduce the indoor temperature, we see model's output is increasing. And this plot also shows the same thing. This is also a partial dependence plot which shows the effect of indoor temperature with respect to the model output, and it is showing a decreasing trend, which means as we increase indoor temperature, it is reducing our model's output. So once we close these plots, we can also see how we can generate the plot. So once we go over here and we select the session for which we want to generate a plot, we can go and click new feature importance. We can select the particular session on which we want to create the feature importance plot. We can select the explainer type here. I have selected kernel explainer because it is model agnostic, and we can select the expression over which we want to generate the feature importance. So we select this expression over here and we click on analyze.